Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you hail from. I do hope you're all well. Welcome back to my little channel, Sarah Selection. Trying not to get distracted by those annoying children across the road who are cycling up and down. One of them is looking at me currently. I have resisted the urge to wave or gesticulate in a rude way. Not that I ever use the finger. Gosh, no, I'm too prim and proper for that, obviously. So I've got a little charity haul to show you. It only consists of 6 items and it's mainly homeware with a couple of bits of clothing thrown in. But first of all, I thought I would share with you a Shakespearean quote. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. So it's from Henry V. You probably know this quote. It's so very, very famous. I'm just looking at the context and the scene. Which scene is it? Doesn't even say here. I haven't actually read this play, I can't lie. But it's such a famous quote. Gosh, you've probably heard this a dozen times. I think Churchill might have used it. It's a very sort of war, come on lads, battle cry, sort of, get them, go for it guys, But once more, unto the breach. I've just said it wrong. Once more, into the breach. So I always think of films like Saving Private Ryan when they're knackered at the end of the day, the battle has not been won, and it's like, oh God, lads, you're knackered, you're falling apart, but you have to go for it again. It's not been won yet. We're going to lose if you don't keep going. So basically, in this case, the breach was the broken section of the enemy's forces. I quote from Google. So into the breach means try again at this difficult time until you succeed. And I think it's pretty poetic and relevant and poignant. Anything, I think of the football, sports, life, relationships, if something's not working, but it could work, don't do it the same way. Obviously, to do something the same way again and expect to succeed when you've failed in the past is madness, as Einstein said. I think it was Einstein. But just keep trying in a difficult situation. Just keep trying somehow to pull through. Sometimes you just have to keep going. Basically, after that gabble, you know what I mean. So the situation looks pretty difficult, and yes, you might not be able to conquer it, but just try. And as I say this as someone who's given up so many times on so many things and has lived to tell the tale and regret it, and I personally don't want to have any more regrets. I'd rather say I tried. I tried, but I failed, but at least I tried. Rather than, oh, I could have done it, but I didn't even have a go. So I don't want to be that person anymore. So on to the first item. We've got another little snippet of a fact, I suppose, at the end, but I will get the haul done. For those of you that want to see the haul and are like, come on, just get on with it. Get on with it, Sarah. You're babbling on again. This is the first item. So this is the first item. It is, gosh, that's a very unflattering view, isn't it? It's just a sort of thin jersey type top. Clingy, a little bit clingy around the belly, trying to lose weight on that area in particular, but it is clingy, but it's also loose at the same time. It's very light, and if I lose some weight on the belly, it will fit beautifully, but it does fit. I have worn it already, I've washed it, and it is identical to the one I was wearing in the other video, which I said, I did hint at this being another charity shop item, which it is. So it's basically identical. They're a really similar top. They're from the same shop. It was from, just thinking, I went to PDSA, Cat Protection, another cat shop, the Samaritans, Shooting Stars, Chase Hospice, Phyllis Tuckwell Hospice. I think it was Phyllis Tuckwell Hospice. So this one here was £4, and it's a bit better fitting than this one. I think slightly bigger, but first of all, I love this colour. It's like a taupey, chocolatey latte brown with a slight bit of pink. So taupey, is that taupey? Anyway, it's a very nice sort of warm pinky beige. It's about 8 colours there, but you get the drift. It is basically coming up the colour it is in real life. It's not quite as pinky in real life. It's more latte in real life. It's more of a brown. It reminds you of that. Oh my gosh, the kid just come off their bike. Oh my gosh, get up, get up. Oh, his friend just lying down with him laughing. I think all's well. Not that I was intending on running out, you know, oh, okay, because that's a bit weird in this day and age, but no, he's fine there. They're doing something on the grass. I'm so nosy, aren't I? Anyway, so this is like, it reminds me of Heather Shimmer lipstick. If you ever were into Rimmel makeup, Rimmel as I call it, this is like Heather Shimmer lipstick from like the 80s and 90s. Fabulous stuff. And the top I'm wearing now, this was $3.50. I don't know why it was cheaper. Probably not quite as decent quality, but they seem to be very, very similar. It's a size smaller than the other ones. It's a bit more clean, as I've said, but it's okay. You know, it works. The next item is, you can hear I've got a bit of crockery here. Look at this, absolutely beautiful. Anthropologie, look, you can see the thing. Wait a sec. Anthropologie. I don't know how much this is, I haven't Googled. That was £6. And it was really dirty when I got it. Maybe that put off other people, but I thought I like the colour. I'm having it. I have also found one of these previously. I've got quite lucky a few times, but you'd think you just happen to get lucky. Yes, I do, but there are other people who find like whole ranges of things. And I go back and there's like normally the scrag ends, like the last little bits remain that people didn't want. But I have been lucky. I live, well, most of the time I'm living in southwest Surrey, which is a very affluent area, beautiful part of the world, very expensive, could never afford to really buy here. But some of the charity shops, they have really nice designer clothing. I'm not really into clothing. Maybe if I lose weight, I'll be more into clothing and shoes. They've got some designer bags sometimes, and they do have the odd nice bit. So I've actually been very fortunate and blessed and have found a very similar to this one previously. So this is my second Anthropologie jug in a different town though. This one was Godalming in Surrey, which is just outside Guildford, about 40 minutes from London. So very pleased with that. Very good condition. Look, it has had a clean, so I've done a little bit of a clean to it, try to polish it up a bit, and have had it for a few days, so it probably needs another clean. Very good for water, as a water jug, but I think I'm going to use it as a vase, to be honest. I think it's so pretty. It reminds me a tiny bit of the Le Creuset, you know, the Le Creuset range of the lovely mugs and stoneware, and oh, to have a kitchen full of Le Creuset pans and mugs, the whole range. And I probably would go for this colour. I previously wanted all the cream mugs from Le Creuset and be really neutral and have almost bland but clean, you know, nice look, very simple, minimalist, but I really do love this colour. So this is like the first real item for my future non-existent hypothetical flat. Oh my gosh, sorry, there's someone with a dog across the road again. I know, I get so distracted. The spot I'm in, it's on a really nice sort of housing development, and they have like children's playground and woods. They have sort of area where dogs can go. They've got a little car park, and I think she's letting him take a dump. Oh my gosh, she is. You're getting a running commentary here, guys. Is she pretending she hasn't seen it? Is she doing that sort of aloof, nonchalant, my dog hasn't done anything, I haven't noticed, do on my way? Oh no, she's got the bag out. Oh, if I could only show you the dog. The dog is a sort of gingery, tan coloured cockapoo or cavapoo. Oh, so cute. Just a little poopsie. She's clearing it up, to be fair. I do clear my dog poops up, I have to say, unless it's in a wooded area and you can't get to it. But I realised that, I've learnt recently that even if you think the poo's hidden and it's not going to cause any harm, it'll break down, it's biodegradable, all that jazz, not all poops are the same. So this is like a PSA, public service announcement. Basically, the food that your cats and dogs eat, some of it is toxic. Some of the waste products are toxic to wildlife, apparently. So if you leave dog poo out and you think, oh, no one will never see, no one will never notice, it's not very big one anyway, I can kick it under a tree or something, under a bush, that's what I mean. Don't. Basically, it could poison a squirrel or a fox or a badger. And I didn't realise that, and I'm slightly guilty in the past of, you know, oh, that's in the woods, you know, no one will ever find that, it'll break down, blah, blah, blah. No, bag it every time now, or try to, unless you literally can't get to it. Or anyway, next item. This is very pretty. As a minimalist and someone who's, I think I'm feminine, but I'm not girly. I don't like, although I always say every video is like, to not offend anyone, pretty, sparkly, girly things, I think are delightful. I love them when they're on other people's videos. I love them in shop displays. I love looking through Pinterest and all these magazines for ideas of decor, but it's just not me. It has been in the past, but most of the time I like it's a sleek. I haven't jumped this bandwagon, probably a little bit, but I love minimalism. I love cozy minimalism. So it's, less stuff, not too much stuff, less to clean, but really cozy and comfortable, like layered, beautiful fabrics and really high quality things. That's my dream. When I get my flat, I just want a beautiful bed, fantastic mattress, really nice sofa, good coffee table, big TV. I might even have the TV. I haven't really ever had a TV in my life anyway. I've always watched my laptop. Anyway, where am I going with this? Quiet, Sarah. Quiet the old mind. So this item, you'll be like, why have you gone to say you don't like bling? I do like bling. Why have you gone to say you don't like pink or sparkles? The thing is, I do like them. It's just not me in my everyday life. I just like simplicity to, I've got racing mind. I like anything to calm me. But this item, I just had to get it. Look at that. It's very Lisa, actually. Lisa, if you're watching, this is so you. I should send it to you, really, shouldn't I? But I do like it. If I find another one, I'll send it to you. Look, it's a flower. Clearly, it's like, Sarah, this is Sarah. This is the face. This is hair. Oh my gosh, the kids are riding. Oh, don't crash. Oh, he's actually doing stunts now. He's actually trying to... Sorry, I'm really distracted. The same kids are racing up and down and like throwing themselves off their bikes on purpose onto grass. But gosh, can you imagine being the mother of those kids? Like, what have you brought into this world? What's going on there? Are they watching stunt videos? YouTube, probably. So anyway, this flower is, I thought at first it's just like a pretty ornament. And I thought, oh, an ornament or like something you can just chuck things in, like your earrings. That's what I would probably use it for. But no, it is. You'll be like, dun, 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 we knew, Sarah, all along. It's for candles. So it's for those little tea light things that you pop in there. And then it'll light up and you look down, it's like a flower that's all lit up. I would demonstrate to you, but I'd probably cause a house fire. I'm the clumsiest sod in the building. And know my luck, I would cause the fire alarm to be busy on a Saturday night. But it's really pretty, it's sort of pearlescent. And it was 95p. So random. It's like, why wouldn't you just say it's £1 or 75p or £1.50? But it was 95p. And yes, I let them keep the 5p. I'm so generous, aren't I? Don't you call me tight or stingy. But 95p. And again, it was really dirty when I first got it. It still needs a clean. If you look in there, it looks like it's got a bit of mold or something gross like that. But I'm happy with that. I think it's pretty. Don't want my horrible pink hand in the way, but very nice. Then just 2 more items. It's really not a long haul. The next one, you'll be like, oh, for goodness sake. The last 2 items, you'll think I'm trolling you, but I'm laughing looking at them because they're not me at all. But you'll see what I mean. So first of all, I'm not a drinker. Nothing wrong with drinking. I'm not saying that, but I'm not a drinker. And I picked this up in the shop, and the lady's response was, oh, like, so she was all like flustered and silly and giggly. And I was like, what's the big deal? This is what I bought. So this is from a sort of stall. There's a little place called Cranley, and they have a big co-op. I don't used to know this, I'm just giving context, okay? And they have, it's not the Cats Protection, it's another cat sort of charity stall. And it's called like Cats Rescue or Cats for Us or We Are Cats Rescue, something like that. And they had loads of stuff. And I have to admit, the nice part of me thought, no one's here buying anything. And I feel like I should buy something. Not that I need anything or want anything today. And I was really into my budget that day. I had like £3 left for the day. I'm really trying to do a budget so I can save up for holidays and to buy a home, all that, because I spend nothing for ages, then I go blooming nuts. And I've been trying to do the whole budget thing of a tenner a day. Anyway, I had already bought lunch and supper that day, paid for parking, blah, 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 bits and bobs. And I had just a little bit left. And I thought, I don't really want or need anything, but I'd like to contribute. And I thought, I'll give them £1. And then I saw a few items like, placemats, drink coasters. And they had loads with cats on. And I thought, they're quite sweet, actually. But I thought, they're huge collections. And I saw this one lone one staring at me. Gin made me do it. And the lady was like, oh, do you like gin as well? Oh, Terence, she's got another drink here. And I sort of let her do her little thing. And I was like, no, I don't drink actually. And she went, oh, like, oh, she was really funny thing. Bless her. I call her Belinda. I don't know why she looked like a Belinda. Very sweet and very passionate about the cats was dear old Belinda. But I said, no, it's for my mother. And she went, oh, you are a cheeky one, aren't you? And I said, no, literally my mother just, gin is her thing. And she thought it was hilarious. But I actually wasn't drinking. My mother, she won't watch this. She doesn't know how to operate YouTube, let alone find my channel or watch it. But she loves gin so much. She could have gin instead of water. It's like she has gin and tonic. It's like gin with a little drop of tonic. It's hilarious. And I don't even think she'll want this. She'll probably think I'm taking the mickey. She might find it really useful, actually. You never know. But I think she'll think I'm taking the mickey. I'm honestly not. It's like, you literally love your gin. You may as well have that. And it's a little contribution to the cats charity. Cats Are Us, Cats Rescue, something like that. They're Surrey based. And then the last final item. I kept them in 20 minutes. Yes, I have. I'm really trying hard not to do such long videos, partly because I tend to waffle. Can't deny that, can we? But also because the longer the vid, the longer the upload time. Even if I'm somewhere here, which is, you know, just outside London, sort of Camberley, Woking area in Surrey, the upload time, sometimes it takes ages. Sometimes it'll take 20 minutes, but then it could take up to 3 or 4 hours. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's my device, if it's the Wi-Fi, if it's me, other devices, if there's interference from next door, the weather. I really don't know. I have a horrible feeling, my heart of hearts, it's something to do with my device, because I've got a Google Pixel phone, which is lovely. Really like it, really enjoyed it. And I've had it since I've started doing this YouTube thing. Since I had a go, I had a little dabble back a year and a half ago, and then I stopped and restarted last November. But so on and off, I've used this for a year and a half, and I have dropped it a lot. Not gonna lie, I'm very clumsy, but I don't know why. The upload time is very, very slow. So, oh my gosh, see me wobbling and warbling and nothing all but nothing. We're nearly into 18 minutes. So last but not least, okay, try not to laugh. I'm not trolling you because I think this is hilarious. And this is sort of paying homage to my second favourite animal. Look at that. It's not a meerkat. It looks like one, doesn't it? It's a cat. So look, it's a cat statue. Oh, how cute is that? It's so not my kind of thing normally. But I love it. I'm just so chuffed that I'm bowled over. I'm absolutely besotted with it. Almost as if it were a real cat. Look. And that was £4.75. And again, I don't know where it's from again. I think it was a PDSA. No, it wasn't, because I haven't been to Hampshire this month. It was, I think it was Oxfam. I think it was Oxfam or the Samaritans in Godalming. So I'm delighted. Oh, another cute dog. Oh my gosh, another cock-a-walk-a-poo or something or other. Oh, just lift a leg. Oh, so cute. Sorry. I honestly, in the evenings, I wash my car or sort my car out on purpose here because I have an excuse to say hello to all the dogs. They all come up to you. Oh, so sweet. I miss my dog. I'm seeing her tomorrow. I haven't seen her today. I've had a day off. Anyway, what am I going on about? So this cat statue, look, it's a cat sort of looking up at the sky, I think, looking up for a bird probably. But how sweet is that? I mean, it's a really terrible thought, but my first thought was, I quite like that in a weird, ironic way. And then I thought, actually, no, scratch that, I actually like it. And then thirdly, I thought, if I had to use it as a weapon, I think it would be very effective. Just saying, if I were threatened in any way, and I should preface this by saying I am, what's that, pacifist. I'm very against war, very against fighting, violence, weapons, all that shebang. I really am. But, and the Americans be shouting at me saying, you gotta protect yourself, girl. Yes, I'm pro self-defense. If you are threatened in any way, I believe you should use any means possible at your disposal to protect yourself. You have to do what you have to do for yourself and your family, don't you? So I'm not condoning any sort of violence, absolutely blooming well not. But I do like having items like this around wherever I'm staying in case I were threatened. So I'm going to share something with you at the end of my haul. Just share a couple of things with you, which I decided not to until now. One thing is, and I wanted to get this sit out of the way until I told you, I went to a sit recently where they were burgled about 2 weeks before I did said sit. So I went to meet this family in this beautiful house, and yes, I have filmed from there at some point, but you can't see any of the areas, nothing's identifying anyway. They were unfortunately burgled. So let's go back to when I first met them. They said, oh, we've been here for over a decade, nothing's happened, it's very safe here, really safe area. It's very sort of footballers' wives, everyone's got security, and we've never needed it apart from an alarm, and everything's really safe and feels very comfortable here. We've got good neighbourhood watch, everyone looks out for each other, we've got good police presence, blah blah blah. What happened a fortnight before I sat there? They were blooming burgled, took the lot, made an absolute hash of the place, made an absolute mess, and it was devastating for all involved. And they had new alarms put in, cameras, so I felt quite safe there. But there was always that in the back of my mind, there was always that sort of, you know, I need something by the side of the bed. You know, if I had to use something like this, not that I'm condoning violence in any way, as I must keep saying, but I like to feel protected and prepared. Also, when I was in the sit for 2 years in Leatherhead, 2 years, nearly 2 years, I was so petrified at the thought of anyone breaking in. I just had visions of gangs from London driving around in a car looking for trouble at night. And I thought, one day they'll come down this private lane, this sleepy part of Surrey, just outside London, really just outside, near Epsom. And, you know, why wouldn't they target this house? Why wouldn't they? I thought the alarm's on, or it looks like it's on because it's flashing. And it looks like there's someone home, because there was my car and there was an old car from the previous tenant. And I thought, it looks like there's people in, but you never know. These people these days are very brazen. Anyway, going back to present day, so I was sure something would happen then, but going back to present day, during the sit, the twist in the tale, this is a whole video in itself, really. Gosh, I should say this for a natural video. I am going to be doing a video, I've probably said about 3 times now, on the pros and cons of house and pet sitting. The communication between you and the families, when they've come back early, when they've come back late, when there's been no communication, when you've been locked out. Yes, I've been locked out. You've lost a key. Yes, I've lost a key. When you've lost a pet. Yes, I've lost a pet. Who came back? Don't worry. I've had all sorts of drama. Drama with the neighbours, drama with parking. Oh my gosh. I'm an absolute model house sitter, by the way. I'm just exemplary. I behave like an absolute angel because there's my reputation, there's my agency's reputation on the line, you know, all sorts of things. They've done their checks on me and all that, and see DBS and everything. It's nothing but dodgy from my end, don't worry. But, oh my gosh, where was I going with this? I was going back to, so this lovely house I recently stayed in was burgled a fortnight before I arrived. And it was all very dramatic. And they came back and they said, are you okay? Have you been all right here? Were you scared to be here? And it was really like probing. It was like, you know, should I know something? Something happened. What's wrong? And they said, did you not hear about the other house? And I said, what? What about the other house? Next door? I said, what do you mean the other house? And they said, you didn't hear. I said, no, I didn't hear. They said, while you were here, Sarah, another house was burgled in the street. Oh my gosh, not literally in the same street, but around the corner. So I'm glad I didn't know. I'm glad I didn't know at the time that it was happening again whilst I was there. So that area is obviously being targeted now. And yes, I would not have left the house. I was perfectly safe. I think you're as safe as you are anywhere. Anything can happen at any time. This is another reason I've decided not to be scared of flying. I was petrified of flying for a long time, even though I flew for years, for decades. And then I didn't fly for 16 years, flew to Canada last year, it was all okay, though I did drink and I had some diazepam, blah, blah, blah. And I was numb, but I wasn't as scared. But now I'm like, anything could happen anywhere. Look at those 2 pilots the other day. that ironically, talk about irony, were killed on the way to the airport in a car accident. So I don't want to bring the mood of this channel down. I'm just thinking about, you know, life and things going on and chance and opportunity. So getting onto a more positive place, because I was actually going to tell you something quite sad, but I don't want to get into that place because I just told you about the pilots and it's tragic. It's very, very sad. RIP. Today, so I'm filming this today for me, which is Saturday let's have a think, about the 12th? No, 13th. So tomorrow, which is today for you, today now, this video's up, is Sunday the 14th, something like that, Sunday the 14th of July, the day of the football. So again, I want to say that I'm not into football at all. I have absolutely no knowledge or interest whatsoever. I had no idea who any of the team were. I can't lie, I'm a fair weather friend. I now know all these names, like a young chap called Ollie, who scored the other night, Jordan Peterson, Harry Kane, with a K. Harry Kane, I think he was around last year. Hurricane. Is that his nickname? I bet that's his nickname. I've given him a nickname anyway. But I had no idea about these players and the team and the state of things, and I've been enjoying every minute, I have to say. So unlike me, I normally love the tennis. And I haven't watched much of the tennis. I think partly because I've been working when the tennis has been on, and I sort of come back and get the highlights and catch up and stuff. I did catch that match the other day with, I think I mentioned my last video actually. I think I did. What's his name? Novak Djokovic. Oh my gosh, what a character is all I can say. What an attitude. What a feisty, strong-willed, very determined individual. I'll keep it at that. I don't want to say anything vaguely negative, might come after me with his lawyers. He's a very, very talented player. Yes, very strong-willed. That's all I will say. Very strong-willed, opinionated, knows his own mind, doesn't lack his convictions. That's all I will say. But a very, 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 very talented player. I remember him coming along years ago and having no knowledge who he was. My father had watched him in the US Open or the Australian Open and said he was one to watch. I remember thinking, oh yeah, because Roger Federer's in charge and all that sort of thing, and Nadal. But no, really good. So football and tennis, and I'm the most unsporty person ever, but I'm really enjoying it. I've got really into it. I think because I work quite a lot at the moment. I've been working shed load of hours for various things. I'm planning for various things for the future, but my off time I'm actually able to enjoy. I don't know if you're like me, when you're not working much, you're not busy, you don't get any rest from your rest. So you can't properly turn off and relax. You're always a bit stressed about money. You're always a bit worried about what you're doing, if you're utilising your time well. If you've got an active mind like me and, you know, restless as well, restless mind, you want to be doing something all the time, not wasting your time. And I hate looking back thinking I wasted that time doing something. Anyway, it is what it is. Just want to do a couple of, I hate the word shout out because it's not like I'm in any position really to give influence, really, is it? But I just want to recommend these channels if you don't watch them already, because I want to give my support to them and publicly say that I think they're great. They've definitely helped me in my YouTube journey. They've got me watching YouTube. They've got me to give up my what's called Netflix subscription because I watch their channels and they're great, they're fun, they're interesting, thought-provoking, they've inspired me to keep going when things are very slow and, you know, non-eventful. But anyway, the following channels, I just want to, if you don't watch already, redirect you to, well, or to direct you to also watch them. So you probably watched Lisa Riggs already, but if you want a tonic, if you want to just the most mundane, ordinary things, or even going on about depressing things, but bringing light to it, making it fun and joyful and bubbly, and just seeing making the serious in life less serious, and just finding the laughter, because if you don't laugh, you'll cry kind of thing, go and watch Lisa Riggs. Another channel, she's sort of up and coming, she's also called Sarah like me, she's younger, she's probably late 20s, and her channel's called Vintage Rose, all one word, I think, Vintage Rose, and she does like hauls, Primark hauls, beauty, lots of get ready with me, the odd vlog, and very interestingly, which sort of itchy nose, she's got OCD like me. So she's got the kind of OCD where she has patterns and routines, and so if, for example, if I have to touch my hair that side, I have to touch it that side. If I do an itch there, I have to itch there. She has to sort of do things in patterns of 5. So she does her blusher. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Things like that. If you know about OCD and various types, you'll know, and it'll be refreshing for you to watch and to have a bit of solidarity. So those are 2 channels. Then you probably know this one. She's very big, very, very successful. I'm surprised she's not 100,000 yet, though. It's Live It Like Lauren. Love It Like Lauren. I think I've looked up Live It Like Lauren. It went straight to her channel. So Lauren, she's a sort of, she calls herself a plus-sized vlogger. She does vlogs, health journey, sort of trips away. She goes to the beach a lot, and she collects sea glass. And she's inspired me to get into art again. I'm going to be doing like lino printing and make Christmas cards and try and do a little Etsy shop. Anyway, it's another story. My degree was actually an art degree, so I'll go into that another day. Yes, so Live It Like Lauren or Love It Like Lauren. That's the one. You probably know who she is already. She's good. And then the last but not least is a Russian lady called, she used to call her channel Russian Minimalist Girl or Minimalist Russian Girl, but she's now under Victoria Terakina. So I think it's Viktoria, like the Russian spelling. And then the Terakina, I think, is Terekhina. So Victoria Terakina. And she's a minimalist, very sort of chilled out, relaxed, creative Russian lady. She's married, she's got 2 kids. They're sort of traveling around Eastern Europe, and she shows her everyday life, going down to the market and picking their food out, and home improvements and family life and all that kind of thing. But it's very fun, organic, laid back, chilled, very sort of bohemian vibe. Very cool. You'd like it. And I love all her minimalist videos, her early her early minimalist videos. She would show herself with literally all her possessions, and she'd be like, charity shop, charity shop, charity shop, friends, friends, friends. And then she'd be left with about 2 books and maybe one hair bubble and a hairbrush, something like that. Absolutely brilliant, ruthless, but I recommend a watch. But thank you for watching my little video, my channel. I do hope I haven't gone on for too long. Let's have a look. Oh, it's over 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Crikey, if you get to the end of this, you're an absolute champ. I will make every effort to make it not quite so bad next time and really try and keep it shorter. Gosh, it is what it is though, isn't it? Hopefully when you see me next time, this will be sorted. This is my hair 3 days not washing, and you can see what I'm dealing with and what the problem is. I've got no dry shampoo at the moment because I am going to be colouring it again in a minute. But look at the roots when I do it this way. They look really greasy and really dark. And look at that chunk there. A bit wrong. It's gone really bright, my hair. But then the rest, it feels so nice. I don't want to wash this bit. Only we could wash that, but not with dry shampoo. Anyway, I'm going to have a go at my hair and I will unveil once it's coloured. Thank you very, very, very much for watching. Take care of yourselves and of each other. If you're into the football, enjoy. If not, then go and do something else you enjoy and take care of yourselves. Thanks again. Bye.